Could have potentially sniped the Empowered Elite, but I think that was 4 events through. It was highly, highly, highly unlikely. Let's take the max HP and some fights. This is not a nice elite-heavy act. Most of them are off to the right-hand side here, and then the other ones are awkwardly around here. With this early one through 6 combats and no campfires, this is an awkward-looking Act 1. Hey, Tim Nelson Wasbeck. How's it going? Well, okay. It is okay. We had a silent run that ended when... ended to Bronze Automaton in kind of a weird way, and then we just had that Defect run that I think also ended prematurely. But outside of that, it's been a fantastic coming back to... I want to say, like, coming back to streaming. Like, week off where I had busy things going on. Kind of a... first night back in a while. Beam Seller Streamline. I found myself like overtaking Streamline for quite a while, and I don't really understand the card anymore. I thought I did for a while. I thought Streamline was like lots of comparable cards, just like a thing that beats Act 1. Kind of does sometimes. But then I find it just falls off so hard into Act 2. Feels really awkward to carry on for the rest of the game. Try the Beam Cell. It's something I wouldn't normally take. Yeah, so, okay, so this is a great example. So if this said Streamline on it, we would just kill this back one, block 7, and then we would only take 3. But because we didn't do that, this ends up being much, much, much more awkward. Let's see here. This brings you to 22. We would have to strike, strike, strike. Take 8. So we're taking 8 as opposed to 3. Bad Carnage is maybe one of the better descriptors of Streamline that I've seen. Ironclad question, is Brimstone worth it? My answer is it depends on your goals. Is it worth it for, like, beating lower Ascensions? Sure. I think it's kind of fun. It's a fun way to scale up really quickly. Depends also on what you have in your deck. If your deck is full of cards that say, like, Bludgeon or Carnage or Perfected Strike on them, maybe not so great, but it can be a really fun way to blast through the game. But you need ways to take advantage of the strength. Because if you don't have those, if you don't have Reaper or something like that to heal back some HP, then it's going to cost you quite a lot. You kind of have to think ahead to really scary fights like Nemesis, which can do quite a lot of damage to you. Donu and Deka, who are going to gain like double the strength off of it. Time Eater, all those types of things. But if you can actually put the strength to use, yeah, it can be a quick and easy way to just kind of wipe out the game, really. Throw in a Whirlwind or two. It's fun. Great in speedruns too, yeah? If I didn't say that, I don't remember. I think I've definitely killed the heart with it before. But it involved Runic Pyramid and Apparitions, so take it for what you will. And I just want a ball lightning or two. That's all that I want here. I have a higher viewer base. Yeah, I don't typically push 200 on my own, but that is due in large part to my friend Baylor Lord for the host or raid earlier. But yeah, on like a Friday or something, maybe like 100, 130 or so people. It's been a lot of fun. Hello World is ball lightning. I need an in-depth analysis of Hello World sometime, because I do not, how do I say this nicely? Like, I really hate that card. Really, really don't like it. Even when it's right, it feels wrong. You know, it's like, it's on that level for me. I mean, Hyperbeam says sail on it. Yeah, it's not so much that like random cards are bad. Random cards are fine. It's dead branch the card. It's dead branch once per turn, but you don't have to spend a card to actually get it or whatever. It's a random card. Like, I totally get the comparison to, say, a dead branch or anything else that generates random cards in Slay the Spire. My issue with it is that you have to draw it and play it, and then it doesn't stop generating junk for you. So it's not a form of scaling, it's a way of... and it's only common attack, so it's like filling holes in the deck that you have early in the game, potentially. Then eventually you have to shuffle your deck against elites, and that's when I kind of don't understand it. It's +1 draw? I don't know. I guess to a greater extent, like, I think I, like, at least understand the card from, like, an elementary position. Like, I kind of get it, and I get what it's trying to do. But at the same time, I don't know why or when you would actually take it. You know? And that's where I fall apart with it. All right, just want Beam Cell and Hyperbeam, just like the one time. Okay, order matters here. Order matters. Yeah, okay, so the Hello World going into the Gremlin Knob fight, yes, that is the exact situation where you would want a free innate Hello World. Sure, yes. I do get that. The common defect pool is amazing. Show me the amazing. I feel like it hasn't presented itself yet for this run. I don't know what to do here now. Storm does nothing. I don't think we want a boot sequence. We already have the auto shields. And Darkness with the Hyper Beam feels very awkward. It is a way for us to beat Guardian, but we could also just try to Hyper Beam with Beam Cell, the Guardian down. A random number, Jesus. Hello World is one of the cards you would never want to admit is correct to take. That's what I mean. It's like... I don't know. I feel like I don't want to skip a card reward here, but at the same time, none of this really works for what we're doing right now. I am going to do that. Need some better stuff. Data disk. I like beg and plead for data disk. And it's the one run where I have Hyperbeam Plus. What is happening? It has to be like hologram strike remove, right? Yeah, that previous event. Sorry, I skipped through things really quickly because they're like, some of them don't really require any thought, in my opinion. The Serpent event, the one where you can get 150 gold for a Doubt Curse, is like an almost never, unless you have like Omamori or something. The valuation on that event is terrible. 150 gold for a curse. You have to remove the curse, which means you're not removing a strike, which means your strike removes in the future are both behind and more expensive. So the 150 gold you get from that event is, in theory, immediately cut in half. And so you have like 75 gold, and then your next strike remove costs 25 gold more. So, you know, you can just start doing the math, and it doesn't really give you anything in terms of tempo or momentum or whatever you want to call it. I think Sling of Courage here? I don't know. I feel like Hologram with Hyperbeam and Beam Cell does quite a lot of damage. Go for the quite a lot of damage. Oh, give me the hologram. Come on, just the one time. Give me the hologram. That was pretty good. That felt great. Hey, CMD. I do recognize that name. Yeah, we got data disk value. You're right. The cracked core lightning orb did 1 damage. Think of the 0 damage lightning orb. I know, I'm thinking about it. Trust me. Trust me, I am. Oh, no! Plasma scale with focus, no. There's no interaction between the two. Got him. Streamline is back. Yeah, taking Streamline at this point feels terrible. Yeah, Plasma would be pretty okay. Hey, Captain Falcon. Good burb to you. Oh my deck is broken again. There it is. I had to do it manually. We'll see what these small Legavulin has to offer us here. Yeah, exactly what Baylor said. I think instead of Streamline, we just have Hyperbeam. That was my thinking anyway. We have to go, right? It's okay. 6 damage, and we have a Horn Cleat. And a Meteor Strike. Oh boy. I mean, Go for the Eyes is pretty okay, but we can't upgrade it. You know, Meteors, but we can't even play the Meteor Strike. What do you mean? There's no memes here. You can't even play it. You can't even play Meteor. Hold on. This is exactly why this exists. Hold on. Hold on to your whatever you got. All right, you guys have 60 seconds. We have a new poll in the chat feature of twitch.tv/FirstDane. If you would like to do the poll for Meteor Strike, feel free to click the little drop down here. We're gonna go yes or no. Surprisingly split. I thought this was gonna be nearly unanimous. Do I have turbo? No. Do I have turbo? No. No turbo here. Blue. Hey, blue looks great. Blue's a good one. $14-10. That is shockingly split. Almost 50-50. Wow. But, you know, you gotta give the people what they want. Something. I mean, we didn't have to, but we did. Look at the damages. Should probably do this first, yeah? Buy orbs. This isn't a democracy, it's a Twitch stream. still does 12 damage? Oh. Oh, I love this Hyperbeam. It's hiding. It doesn't want to be hologrammed back. $51 damage. And we get a strength potion and a hyper beam is here. As I often say on this channel, give me memes or give me death. I mean, it's plasma. Easy, Sozu. Get out of here. No. Sozu is stinky. I wanted the Snecko Eye memes, though. This is, of course, the problem with Cracked Core and, well, just Cracked Core in general. If we didn't have Cracked Core here, if we did a boss swap, then we would have the Plasma Orb in front. Same thing with Symbiotic Virus or anything else that gives you an orb. This is why Cracked Core, like, the boss swaps and the Defect are so strong, because this isn't here. It ends up being a positive in the end. Well, at least in many instances, anyway. Meteor Strike, please. Ooh. But wait. We're taking damage. Ouch. My beautiful creation. Rebound is also here. Wow, Rebound sets up some fun things. Okay, we're going to take this Strength Potion over this Strength Potion because it's newer, and that makes it better. Really hate the Face Trader event. All right, we'll do it. Dude, how do I keep... Why? I hate that event. I do. I really don't like it. What's the face do again? This is Nalas' Hungry Face. It is stinky. The next non-boss chest you open is empty. So we lose a relic. Sunder? The big attack deck? Issue is we need like this and Sunder to say plus on it. Right? Oh, Nighty, thank you very much for 7 months, my friend. My apologies. I was distracted by the memes. I hope you can forgive me. Now, to get to Sneck... Oh, Loop Plus? Now, Loop Plus starts to do some crazy things for us. So Loop Plus eventually goes on this Plasma Orb, and that has a whole lot of energy for us. Yeah, let's transform 2 cards for sure. Transform 2, I would probably do like Zap and Strike at this point, since Zap is just terrible. Seek and Reprogram. Now we got ourselves a deck. Oh, but he changed the stream title to Reprogram Deck, question mark, exclamation point. Oh, what are we doing here? I don't even know. I must. All right. Created Seek seems good. We're not doing good things here. I don't know what we're doing here, but they're not good. If it's correct, count me out. A whetstone. Interesting. Definitely don't need AoE here. Capacitor would go with our Meteor Strike Plasma Orb nonsense, but I don't think we need it. How did we dodge both strike upgrades? Those are only 2 other attacks. No, Meteor Strike was there too. So we've got Sunder plus and Rebound plus now. Now we need Seek and Meteor Strike to also say plus. So let's get to work on that. Why was there no relic in there? Maybe I didn't think that went all the way through. With this Sunder Plus on top. So we have 38 damage. Strength Potion, yeah, but I kind of feel like the Strength Potion is going to have a place against the Collector fight. More so than this Focus Potion, believe it or not. Like, so +2 Strength for us on our Hyper Beams are going to go to 36, and then we have a reprogram to maybe put them at 37 or 38. It's almost killing Torchhead territory, which I really like. Yeah, I think we're for sure playing Charge Battery. We'll just do that. And we get our Meteor Strike? Oh, really? Oh, it was in the discard pile. Never mind. Can do... How do we do this? Can we reprogram first is really the question. So reprogram Hologram, and then we can Beam Cell Sunder, and then still have enough left over for this for 18. So does Beam Cell Sunder actually kill this is the question. Remember, weaken. Otherwise we take a bunch of damage. Oh, that's right. Okay. So now this isn't going to kill this, right? This is 15. This is 14. Yeah. Hey, our Hyperbeams and Seek. Great. Ornithopter is here to save the day, I guess. Could take a compile driver, though I don't think I want to. So we'll skip. Go down to 22 and try not to die here. We can Beam Cell Sunder the Mystic and then still get away with 34 damage on the Centurion plus 1 extra here. Also use this Focus Potion because I don't think it has a place in the Collector fight where we're going. I'd like to clear up a potion slot for Toy Ornithopter value. We have Horncleave for turn 2 for when the Centurion gets very angry. Ooh. It's our first Meteor Strike. Maybe second. Double Energy is here for absolutely no reason. I feel like at this point, maybe I do want this boot sequence. I mean, it's not great against Collector. Maybe we skip it. And I'm going to take a nap. Oh my. So we should do like Beam Cell Hyperbeam. Got him. A War Paint is here. Double Energy is good for Seeking with Meteor Strike. I suppose. I mean, if we had some other way, like an X-Cost card or a little bit more deck manipulation or something to do with that Double Energy. I feel like just more than half the time the Double Energy does not get put to use, though. You know? Like, yes, if we can Seek and exactly get Meteor Strike and stuff. Yeah, I really like this Fission quite a lot. We're taking that for sure. But if we had some other way to put, like, an Ice Cream, again, an X-Cost card, like a Reinforced Body, just something to do with it. Be great. So we're taking Fission, and then we're taking Warpaint, because... No, okay. I really wanted the Fission to get upgraded there. We'll make it say plus. Ladies and gentlemen, Meteor Strike is online. Wait, so this gives us 4. 6, it goes to 5. So we cannot hologram the Meteor Strike again, right? Doesn't quite work. We could hologram Hyperbeam, though. Or, excuse me, Rebound. We'll hang on to you. My order was bad there. Should have done this first. Reprogram number 2. Wait, how much is it? We got 4 strength. This says 38 on it. Says less than that. 37. Right? 37. Oh, we're weakened. No, we're weakened. Okay. So we'll have to hologram back something more impactful, like a boot sequence, I guess. You know we got to give it to Meteor Strike there. Easy. Easy fight. A second copy of Fission is here. I don't think we do that. It's kind of cute, but we need it to say plus, and I don't know if we can afford that right now. No. Did not get the Snecko Eye. It's kind of working without it, but I do wish the Snecko Eye was here. Man, I don't really like a lot of this, to be honest. Could just do the Astro Babe. Busted Crown because the deck is perfect. Another copy of Hologram Plus would be great. Really needed that Snecko Eye here. Alright, we'll do Astrolabe. The strikes are very stinky at this point, and so is Defend. Yeah. Oh, Seek Plus. Got White Noise Plus, a second copy of Seek Plus, and a Steam Barrier Plus. All things considered, very good. And fortunately, we're playing the Defect, who doesn't usually, use any powers. We have like 1, and we're going against the Bird with Arms. So all good things. We do have our Emerald Key piece, so we're free to go where we want. We've got 442 Spire bucks as well. So we like events, we like shops. We could go this away, 2 shops. And then through 2 elites. Okay. Oh, you seem to have forgotten to bring your friend the Spiker. Got to make sure we reprogram first. There we go. We are going through 2 shops. We can remove both normalities. We're only on 22 cards. We've removed all of the strikes, and we even removed a defend here. It's tough for me to pass on 999 gold here. I think we're going to do it. Duplicate a card in your deck. Normality? No, that's ridiculous. Do hologram, right? I know we want to duplicate this stuff, but hologram, though. We don't kill one, right? Mushroom Man. Whoa, 500 bits. Holy cow, dude. Dude, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. Hope all is well with you, my friend. That's good. We've just been living the stream dream over here, having a good time. Currently, oh, the dream. Currently, we've got a little meme thing going on, and I'm having a really good time with it. We've got 2 Hyperbeams, a Meteor Strike, and that's the deck, pretty much. Yeah, Mushroom Man's an OG viewer. Long time ago. Okay, we'll get rid of one of those. Wait, let me do the meme for you guys. Hold on. Let me do it. Meteor Strike makes... Or excuse me, Strike Dummy makes Meteor Strike do +3 damage. Oh, I knew it was coming. Oh, I knew it was coming. I mean, I know when it's coming. Like, Pocket Watch is phenomenal. I think we're gonna do that. We pass? Like, Skim's pretty good too, but... And so is Runic Capacitor. Though we're not really generating... Like, we have a Fission in here. I don't know. I think we pass. We're gonna go to the next shop. We'll recall early. All right, second normality is gone. Now let's actually consider. Oh, it's great to have you back, Mushroom Man. Yeah, same old me. Like, what do we not buy here is the better question. Like, we kind of have to take the pen nib, right? I don't really see that as an option. +1 Dex feels relevant. Equilibrium could be very, very good too. I like this. I like this. Toolbox is good. Probably do Toolbox. Or remove another Defend or something. The rest of it, I don't know. I don't feel the need to take a power potion right now. Though if we were to power potion into Echo form against, let's just say, the heart, it'd be very good. Yeah, we have to. So we've got 3 defense for the Dexterity. We also have auto shields, 2 copies of hologram, charge battery, boot sequence, and the steam barrier here. Plus we have reprogram for even more dex scaling. So we got our dex scaling online just that much faster. Just gonna move on. Yeah. Wait, how do we do this? It's like seek plus Meteor Strike? And then you seek, holy cow, seek rebound as well? Does that work? So that gives us 6 energy total. And we have rebound Meteor Strike. Is that worth it? We draw first, I guess. Red Murder McGee, thank you so much for the 4th birthday. Thank you. This deck looks defectively simple. Well, it is quite complicated. Yeah, you were saying that you were not feeling your defect skills. Look much further, because this is not how maybe you should be doing things. You know what? I believe in this. Oh my goodness. See, if we double this up, we gain 4, 7. This goes to 6, 5. We want to seek. We'll cast hologram. Hologram. Meteor Strike. Meteor Strike. Hyperbeam. Oh, we ruined Pocket Watch. No. All right, so this is 37. That says 37. We'll take our Pocket Watch value into the next turn and just win. Hooray. This has to be our Sapphire Key. Ah. The strength scaling we needed. Oh god, how do we do this? Like, put this on top. And then we seek. Seeking Fission is dumb, right? Because then we just draw this boot sequence we just put on top. So we should have waited to do that then. This is a really good turn. It's close to 150 damage. I'll be honest, I don't really know how much damage it is. It's a lot. So we would have to seek Seek and Fission, and then we're seeking Meteor Strike and like Hyperbeam? Or Meteor Strike dual cast? You think I have lethal here somehow? I also think I have lethal here somehow. Pretty sure it's there. It's in that weird area where you're like, man, do I just start playing cards? Or do I have to think about this? Is it Vision, Hologram, and Hyperbeam? Well, I think it starts with Fission, yeah? So we do Fission and then the other copy of Seek. And then we Fission. And unfortunately, because of my mistake, we draw our boot sequence right away. Defend. That's terrible. So we should then seek something. Seek both Hyperbeams? How much is that? Forget. 51 times 3? That should be enough. Seems good. Yeah, I keep maybe I'm trying to force the Meteor Strike thing a little too much. It's just so good, though. Okay, so we saw Mind Bloom. We could go for the Madness memes, but I don't think they're very good. So we need block cards, because we're going into the Bird with Arms. So that's kind of my primary focus right now. Cards that say Blanc. The Reprogram Plus upgrade is tempting. It's not. It's not. It's not tempting at all. Pretty bad. Make Equilibrium say plus. No! No, my nemesis. My greatest enemy of all. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you know what time it is. We paid hard-earned channel points for this earlier, and we're gonna see it again. Our event, the worst of all events. It is a writhing mass. It is spaghetti not on a plate. Disgusting. When have you ever seen spaghetti not on a plate? Just like on the floor as you were climbing up a flight of stairs like we are in the Spire and gone, oh, that seems okay. Never. It's always terrible. You never want that surprise. So instead, we will play some multi-bollular action here with Jimmy Lightning, our favorite hamster. I do miss the unicorn a little bit, but we'll make it. We're gonna pop our multi-bollular skills immediately. We're gonna go about here, and as I forget who said it earlier, as somebody in the chat was alluding to earlier, we can use the mouse wheel here to perfectly move minute to minute around the clock of the peg. Look at this. You want 1047? You want 1046? No problem. Bam! Look at that pixel perfect action. And my mouse has a special little feature. I can unlock it and it just cruises. Look at the precision all the way across the map. It's amazing. So we're going to line this up just perfectly. Behold. There, triple play! Oh. Hit this one. Hit this. They all missed? How do you miss the bucket that many times? It's like I'm watching the Timberwolves all over again. But that's a sports reference. That doesn't matter. That's nope. Okay, that's fine. Now we're gonna go about here, and we're gonna let this just do its thing around the left-hand side, or not. The recovery was unlike anything I've ever seen before. That is some serious angles that we have going on there. Let's go for the long shot. And it completely missed. Okay, that's not what we want, but that's fine. We're gonna wait for the bucket to start coming along to the left-hand side, and it goes right in. Whew. Man, when it works out, it feels great. Highly recommended. Peggle Deluxe. See if you can keep up. Oh, but I don't think you'll be able to. I mean, just a little word from the wise here. Be careful. It looks easy. Okay. We're gonna go. We're gonna wait for this to come back. We're gonna go there. Okay. For a second, I thought it was gonna be amazing. All right, we have 5 balls left. We should clear out some of this map. This is what I was talking about earlier, where we need to get some bonus points going here just by, that was ugly, by clearing out some of these pegs. When we know we got it, let's get even more in the know, you know? All right, 3 balls left. That's fine. That's fine. Let's go for some high skill play here. Oh, God. Whatever, man. Oh, goodness. That was good. Almost brought tears to my eyes. That was great. Bias cognition. You do nothing. Man, we should really go for the pocket watch play here. Right? Either that or we play Discovery, Bias Cog, and Loop. I think we go Pocket Watch. No. That is a no. Okay, so this currently says 16. Interesting. Oh, this deck is so complicated. I feel like there's maybe lethal here again. We could do Seek and Hologram. And then we could Seek Hyperbeam. Or we Seek Hologram so we can dual cast one of these Plasma Orbs and Meteor Strike, and then maybe we can throw like a Sunder in there somehow. I don't really know. This is getting complicated. Like... Yes. Wait, that's not lethal. And this is a great number. I don't really want to hit him again. Because we could do 48, and that's great, but... Alright. Pocket Watch is already broken. We'll do that. 12? 12 is too small. That's the perfect attack. That's what we want. So we don't have lethal, right? We can make this say 36? It's not enough. Oh, beam cell, though. Is that enough? 52? Yeah. That says 98 plus 3 is 101. We have 104 damage here. Well, we can play around that with our reprogram. Get out of here, you stupid spaghetti. Reptomancer. We probably want that secret weapon, yeah? Oh, we have reprogram. We got reprogram from something. When did we get reprogram? Was that from a transform? We didn't pick reprogram. We got it somewhere. I can't exactly remember where. The real question is, like, what do we do with this incense burner? So we can't stall out this fight for very long, but can stall it out kind of long. The program came from Astrolabe, but it's not upgraded. It would be upgraded. We got Fission, Seek, and White Noise from Astrolabe. Program from Peggle. Okay. Okay. Can I not remember where we got this from? Oh, I remember. It was from the Mutagenic Strength event. We chose to transform 2 strikes. And we got Reprogram and Seek, which we upgraded. Got there eventually. All right, we are seeking this and more seeking things. We're supposed to reprogram or rebound that. Okay. I do feel like there was a better way to do that turn, but at the same time, I'm trying to hang on for some incense burner value. Not certain we'll get there. And yes, order, but I actually like this order a bit better because I don't want to do too much damage to Reptomancer. Take the Pocket Watch proc. Ooh, summoning again. And this is actually, I shouldn't have done the beam cell, because then we could have done the hyper beam here. If we just do it now, we win. Which is like surprisingly bad. So we would go into the bird with arms fight. Instant burn on 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's never the multi-attack turn. You'd want to end this fight 1 turn from now. Or 2. You know, Zuthus, you make a point. I won't say if it's good or bad, but you definitely make a point. Bag of marbles. Yes. Recycle is also here. Probably not, right? What is Recycle even hitting? Our deck is perfect. You begin to fall. Oh, defend, yes. Honestly, I think Loop could also be a contender to go. It has not done much at all for us this round. Ben just says block on it, which is a precious commodity right now. We don't have a lot of those. All right, final upgrade. Or we move on to the bird with arms. Kind of torn. I'm kind of torn between Charge Battery and Meteor Strike. Plus 6 damage is super, super relevant, but plus 3 block. It's hard to come by. Yeah, I'm going to do the Charge Battery. Great reprogram. No. It's a firm no. Absolutely no. Flash of Steel's cute. Always breaks Pocket Watch, though. Take the defend. Okay, so we have Incense Burner in 2 turns. No huge rush. We're going to take Pocket Watch into next turn with the boat thing. Should I have done this? Because we're always breaking Pocket Watch, right? Well, no, we don't have to. We'll take 1 here. Perfect Incense Burner on the multi-attack. It's just a question of if we keep breaking this Pocket Watch, because we can get these Plasma Orbs in play, but we might take a bunch of damage next turn. Or can we, actually? Because we have to spend 3 energy. That brings us to 1 plus 4 is 5. Is that right? So we go 3, 2, 1 plus 4 is 5. Then we can play Meteor Strike. And then we take 4. No, because we're playing Hologram. I don't think we're playing this. I'll leave it at 0. I don't believe that there's a power that we actually want from that. $66 damage. Yeah, true. Everyone wants second form. It's fair. Wait, we were supposed to reprogram. Ah, foolish. Let's see, this is 1632. It's not so bad. This is stupid. Remember like all those Defect decks you try to perfectly piece together, and then something this stupid just ends up working? Love this game. As they say, if it ain't fixed, don't broke it. Something. Do we take Pocket Watch here, or do we... We could save our buffer. Do that. Yeah, we took the Meteor Strike in Act 1 at the hopes of finding the Snecko Eye, but it never quite got to us. So we looked for it. It just didn't quite come our way. Beautiful Incense Burner again. Oh, we could have done fission there, right? Yeah, we could have done some fun things with fission. We can also do that here, though. Incense Burner on 2 is... It's not great. I just want to point out, we could have won here. We're giving Mercy to the bird. I'm thinking like Donu and Deka or Time Eater. We're going to want to push this out. Hopefully it doesn't cost us. It says 36 on it. $36 again. And we lose Pen Nib. Going at 5. Probably want it at 5, right? Because we have boot sequence. Yeah, I know we still have buffer. I'm just trying to think about this incense burner. So we have boot sequence on turn 1, and then I think Donu and Deka and the Fun Eater. It's fine. The fact that we're losing Pen Nib does really suck, though. Madness is here. Madness always hits charged battery. So we can't afford to fission this Plasma Orb, otherwise we never get a Meteor Strike in play. Oh, these turns are so complicated. So we want to seek and hologram. I think. So then if we fission here, we go to 6 energy. After we hologram, so we should seek the Meteor Strike. Meteor Strike dual cast? Wait, hold on, I need to think about this more. So we hologram back fission. We go to 6 energy. We could seek Meteor Strike and dual cast if we wanted to play some extra stuff. We don't need to block this turn. But I kind of like the idea of Equilibrium and maybe even Reprogram, or just these powers so we don't have to draw them again. So let's do this first. This turn feels a little weird. There were like so many different lines on that turn. I'm not even sure which one is correct. Okay. Let's do some blocking things. Pretty alright. We got a hologram coming around. Pocket Watch has not been as much value as I'd like, but it has had its place. It doesn't need to go off every single turn for it to have decent value. Okay, so we would want Madness to hit like Meteor Strike. Next turn's really bad for block, so we probably also want to work in a hologram on Equilibrium for much of what we have going on here. Oh, no. I actually just misclicked on Deca there. It's fine. Probably. We have... Ooh, really needed that misclick to not happen. No, we have Pen Nib. Pen Nib should do it. Okay. And we have Rebound Sender for next turn. Sweet. Last question. Why do I own Peggle? I don't understand the question. Boop. I come away with the nicest amount of HP possible. And 445 Spire bucks. Why do I own Peggle? I don't know. I think I bought it around the same time that I bought, like, Plants vs. Zombies and stuff. I bought a bunch of, like, weird PopCap games early on. PopCap was, like, a really good... were they, like, an indie dev to begin with? I think they were an indie dev to begin with. I don't actually know the history of the company. But before EA bought them, they were very, very good. I feel like they have a third one I'm not thinking of, but Plants vs. Zombies and Peggle are the two games that I associate with PopCap. Same thing with like Maxis. It's kind of like asking why you own Sim Tower or Sim Ant or Sim City, the early ones. You know, if you look at it from the current goggles, you can't really see the greatness that was Maxis before they were bought by EA, right? Same thing with PopCap. PopCap made some amazing games when they first came out. Bejeweled? Did they make Bejeweled? Did they? Was Bejeweled like the OG Match 3 game? Publishers, PopCap Games. Developers, PopCap Games. Yes, it's Bejeweled. That's exactly it. Bejeweled, Peggle, and Plants vs. Zombies. I mean, those are amazing games when they came out. I think it was very good. Okay. Now, the real question is, like, how do we not die? That's a good question. Turnip is, like, a way to maybe not die in the first couple turns against the heart. Yeah, Plants vs. Zombie 2, I think that came out on mobile. Like, I remember downloading it or getting it at one point, and it was so different. They really ripped the soul out of Plants vs. Zombies. I remember getting it and being highly disappointed. But the specifics I don't remember. I think Abacus is too cute. Doesn't do enough for us here. Strawberry's probably not strong enough, because the rest of the card options here are not great. We could get rid of, like, Flex Potion and take Entropic Brew and Ray. It's 4, 20, 35. So we could buy both. Yeah, I think I like the turnip. They no longer become frail. Sold. Although Attack Potion is also, well, is maybe not that high priority. we have Incense Burner for turn 1 here, which is not very good. Which means that we almost certainly need to take Pocket Watch into turn 2. Especially considering that the shield is not attacking on turn 1. It does depend on our turn 1 draw, but there's good enough odds that we can do some cutesy stuff on turn 2, even with 2 burns on top of the draw pile, with a Pocket Watch draw. Which means that none of this is very appealing. Could throw a Master of Strategy just in the deck in case we shuffle. Nothing else seemed that interesting. Okay. I think based on this, maybe we just draw with Master of Strategy first. Again, I'm still going for a Pocket Watch proc, but I mean, with this deck, if we draw the right stuff, there's a chance that we could kill the shield on turn 1. Oh god, Seek is here. The issue, like, we have Seek and a Hologram in hand, and like now my lethal senses are tingling. I'm like, oh god, this could be lethal. So we would need Fission. Then we can play this. So we need Fission and Dual Cast. We can Dual Cast a Plasma Orb. Just want to make sure we don't want to Seek something else, because we could also Seek, so we could do Seek and Fission. And then we could Seek, Dual Cast, and something. Fission. Okay, that whole thing about the Pocket Watch is out the window. So we do not have Pen Nib for sure. So we would Seek Dual Cast. Dual Cast and Rebound? Let me see. So this brings us to +4, 7. Hologram, this brings us back to 4. Or Hologram? Yeah. The issue is I really want to do things with these Hyper Beams, and we only have 1 in hand. Just win this turn. I think we're really close to just winning this turn. It involves Dual Cast for sure. It may involve another copy of Hologram. Probably does. So this is 32. 56. Just short of a kill there. Five. I don't see it. So if we Hyperbeam now, brings us to 5. We can Hologram, Hyperbeam, Hyperbeam. We're on 2 energy. 64 damage over here. And then we end up with 2 energy left for Equilibrium. I do feel like there's a win here, but I do not see it. If we Hyperbeam Sunder over here, 5 energy, we get a few back. Three back. Costs us 2, we go to 5. Yeah, we can hologram dual cast, but then we're short on holograms. Like, is the Sunder worth it, or like, wouldn't we just rather do 2 hyper beams here instead of a Sunder? Sunder is free. It is free, but if we're going to end up doing the hyper beam anyway, then it doesn't make much sense. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't know. Turn was complicated. This is 66 damage. Wait, what? Really? Or we have 68. But, wait. But Incense Burner. No, Incense Burner is way too important here. We cannot go into that hard fight with Incense Burner on 2. Okay, nothing to hologram here. We should be... Okay. Two and 5 are the bad numbers? Yeah, because, right, we don't want to... Right, so we don't want to end the fight on 2, I think was the point, right? Because we want... Yeah, if we end the fight on 2, then we go in on 3, and that's terrible. If we were to end the fight this turn, in theory, that's fine. Ugh. Okay. I think this is fine. I think this is about as optimized as I can get. We get as many Incense Burner charges as possible. We go in on 5. Turn 2 is an Incense Burner turn, and we have to count for turn 3. Maybe we find like an Equilibrium thing in there, or something. We'll stack Pen Nib because why not? More Pen Nib charges are good. Blood Vial. Be Enforced Body Plus. Yep, that's the one right there. Can you believe that said plus on it? Oh my goodness. Oh, I love cards that say plus. Trip seems relevant. We do have Beam Cell Plus, but the damage is arguably a bit slow. Go Trip. Okay. So, we do not want to break our pocket watch. We have both Incense Burner and Horn Cleat on turn 2. I guess arguably maybe Incense Burner on 4 was better because we have Horn Cleat. Time's going to tell on that one. Excuse me. That is a lot of damage. We have to pocket watch though, right? So if we don't pocket watch, it's 2 more turns of vulnerable and 51 damage, which is like a fourth the amount of damage that we can do on a turn. Seems pretty good. Okay. 5 vulnerable. Ooh, it was the big attack. And we drew an amazing hand. Sweet. So I believe we, like, seek Equilibrium Seek? Something like that. Then we have Reinforced Body for next turn. As well as, like, Fission and a bunch of stuff. We have, like, a big turn for next turn. Which is why we need Equilibrium. Even though we don't need the block. That feels like a waste, right? We could kind of go bigger on this turn. Maybe we should think bigger about this turn, since everything else is kind of slow. Let's think a little bigger for this turn. So say we Fission Meteor Strike. We get that online, and then we could Seek. We still do Seek? Seek Equilibrium is the thought. I don't know if we can afford all that, because we'd also have to pull back Dual Cast to really make the Meteor Strike thing work. Because we go to 6 energy, and then we would Meteor Strike and be left with 1. It's not quite enough. Not even very good here. Okay, my order was... No, order was fine. It's an interesting turn. Again, I feel like there's so many lines for these turns that at a certain point, I don't even know anymore. It's currently blocking for 50, which is too much. Just great news. Can reprogram reinforced body steam barrier. Is that enough? We're taking 6. This is going to be 40, 49, 43. We take 2. It's okay. Hey, Merle. Yeah, if this is a power potion in waiting, I do really want to get it down. Oh, +1 dex here. This is 44, -2, 42, 47. I always do this. I don't know, maybe I was supposed to pocket watch instead. That might be a mistake. I think I was supposed to pocket watch there. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Alright, we're gonna waste some Ornithopter value, I guess. That was not correct. And we shuffle here too. I'm gonna go 2 more. Because we probably take damage here, and then we can pop both potions. The only really sad thing is if we miss out on Echo Form value, which could have potentially changed everything for us this fight. Wow, I think I messed this up. We should be farther ahead than this. Okay, so we did draw into the reinforced body, which is very, very good news. What we really want is this dual cast to come around. So we're, like, for sure breaking pocket watch value for this turn. So I'm going to start here, and then we're going to see what's in the bottle. Hyperbeam. Rip and Tear is pretty legit if we had more strength. Sure, we'll go 3rd Hyperbeam. But the Entropic Brew did not really pay out. That goes without saying, but... Okay. So this says 45. No, sorry. It says 60. Thornspot might have been better, yeah. Yeah, but we really need that to be the multi-attack turn. Yeah, Incense Burner might save us, but man, I'm worried because we both need Pocket Watch, and we really need to play this second Meteor Strike to get these orb slots filled, and then we should be fine. But the dual cast Meteor Strike is just not quite lining up. Energy potion for this Meteor Strike, but I have 2 energy left, and that's just not enough. I think we go for it next turn, right? Like we get the Meteor Strike in play next turn. It's very scary for me. I don't know. It's this is a Spook Factor 5 fight. Okay. Okay. So how do we do this? I want to play 5 cards, but we need to play 3. I think that means that we don't get reprogrammed down, but instead we hologram back this. God, do we play this? Efficient and a ton of plasma orbs next turn. Let's say this is always happening, because it is. No reason not to reprogram? Well, we have Pocket Watch. So if we break Pocket Watch, this is our turn outside of 1 card. The turn is free because of Incense Burner, but not terribly impressive. We could do the Hail Mary on Fission. I think we pass on the reprogram. And we hope that this is the multi-attack. It is not. But we have Beam Cell and lots of stuff to do this turn. And Equilibrium. If we happen to be able to find Reinforced Body for next turn, it's not over. Okay, Pen Nib almost puts us at the damage cap with Hyperbeam. it definitely does. So we have a 5-card draw with Fission to draw 3 more and a ton of energy. Reinforced Body? Now the question is, how desperate are we for Reinforced Body? 90 damage coming in. We do have quite a lot of block here without the Reinforced Body. It might just be worth the Fission just to draw. It does turn off our Meteor Strike if we don't draw it. I guess we have an Energy Potion. Let me think about what else we can do this turn that's maybe more interesting. We have 2 copies of Hologram that are blocking for 4 each. Block for 30 with this defend, minus 3. Excuse me, minus 9, so 21. And then we have holograms. I really don't know about this, because if we turn off all of our Plasma Orb generation, that could also spell Doom for us. I think we can block this turn. It's a matter of if we can do 312 damage over the next 2 turns, if we do that. I think I'm going to go for the Fission play. Wait, Ornithopter also heals for 5. Not great. Okay, so we're no longer dead on board, and we have like a ton of energy to play around with. Not entirely sure how best to use this. We can do a bunch of hologram stuff to save HP. It's a bit dumb, but it'll work. Yeah, it's more like we're deciding what card we want to end on. So like here, we can choose to hologram back Equilibrium at this point, or charge battery, basically. Like, holding back Equilibrium so we could hang on to Reinforced Body for the following turn maybe matters. Maybe doesn't matter at all. We need to win before then, I think. We did not get the Meteor Strike. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. So we need the big attack for next turn, and then we'll have 3 turns to do 312 damage, basically. Is what this comes down to. And that's a lot of I don't know if we can do that. All right, big attack. Not the big attack. So this is 120. We can block for, what is this? 5 times 12, 75 plus 65 plus 5. So we don't die this turn. If all we do is Energy Potion, Reinforced Body. I think. Pretty sure. I don't think we got there. Dang. Huh. Well, that's... I thought we had a win in there. I feel like we did have a win in this deck. Maybe I didn't push the damage out quickly enough, and we just needed to... I feel like we should have had this one. Maybe the fission play was wrong. Losing all those plasma orbs ultimately did us in. The Meteor Strike did not come in when I needed it to either. But I'm pretty sure this deck could have beaten the Heart if I'd played a different line. Yeah, I'm certain that deck could have beaten the Heart, but that's okay. That's okay. I think the fission on the Plasma Orb turned out to be wrong, but could have been correct. Like, the odds were not good that was going to draw exactly what we needed to beat the Heart there. But it was possible. I think we low-rolled on the draw there. And, yeah, all in all, like, it was a super fun run, though. Like, I don't have any hard feelings about it. I think based on our turn 1, with 100 and some damage coming out on turn 1, if we could have pulled around to, like, 1 more pen nib and purposely taken some damage earlier on one of the multi-attacks instead of trying to full block that whole thing, that would have been great. Yeah, exactly. So we could have taken some damage to get another copy of Meteor Strike in play sooner, and that could have been a winning line. It was a significant amount of HP, though. It wasn't like we're going to take 10 here to get Meteor Strike in play. It was like the whole turn. So, yeah, the Meteor Strike did not cooperate, but we had a lot of deck manipulation there to try to make it work, and it just never quite got around. I'm pretty sure there was a winning line. That was a super fun run, though. 18 relics. They're fine. We did end up with the Hungry Face, but it didn't stop us too much. Whetstone, Warpaint, also not great. The Deck Stone was, like, fine. Things like that. Yeah, Capacitor was also maybe wrong for sure, because we weren't able to evoke orbs on the one turn that we, like, could have played Meteor Strike. It was then not going to evoke the Plasma Orb, so it could have been playing the Capacitor was also wrong that fight, and we needed the ability for Meteor Strike to evoke the first Plasma Orb. Because if we played Capacitor, we then needed to play Meteor Strike twice before it was evoking Plasma Orbs. It's a good one. It's a good one to learn from. I mean, the deck crushed absolutely everything up until the Heart fight. It's hard to imagine that there isn't a winning line against the Heart. 113 damage over 12 turns when we took 1 damage to the bosses and 0 to the elites. There had to be a winning line there. Just had to be. Feel pretty confident about that. But very rare for me that we get to take 2 hyper beams and a meteor strike all the way to the heart fight and blow through all of the content. That was a great one. Pocket Watch and Burner are already better than the average Relic bar. For sure. As well as Preserved Insect. I think Preserved Insect is pretty amazing on its own for a common relic. It's got to be the best one out there. Dang. I also didn't get as many reprograms down as I would have liked. Again, I think that just comes down to the energy thing, since we weren't able to play the Meteor Strike enough. That would have been a fun heart fight to play a few times to find the winning line, because it was there. I just know it was there. You just get a sense about these things after a while. Like, you just kind of know. There had to be a win in there. The Sunder pickup, I think, was maybe the most underwhelming thing that I was initially excited about. And that was largely due to the potential for Snecko Eye to come around. But no doubt if we had Snecko plus Pocket Watch, we could have crushed the entire heart fight. All of the content would have been gross. Get you next time, Mushroom Man. 2 Seeks was crazy. Yeah. Yeah. It was a great run. I think we just... Like, ultimately, I do think that we just let the heart fight go on for too long. We purposely broke Pocket Watch to get 5 turns of Vulnerable down on turn 1 with Bag of Marbles, Trip, and Beam Cell, and then just kind of failed to take advantage of that. Again, just getting around to another Pen Nib proc was an 1/8 of the heart's HP on Hyperbeam alone. Things to think about. It's a good one to learn from.